Angel Reese defends herself on hitting Caitlin Clark in the head, resulting in a flagrant foul. She stated it was a basketball play. But before we get off into today's video, you come across today's video, do me a favor. Please hit the like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you got your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And if it's your first time coming across my YouTube channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, post your comments, share the video out. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. I see everybody in the comments section, #salute, and you know what my mantra is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. Well, today's marquee matchup between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever resulted into Angel Reese getting a flagrant foul when she was going for a block against Caitlin Clark. But before we get off into today's podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek, the official sponsor of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, the #1 rated ticketing app, over 28 million downloads, 70,000 plus events from concerts to sports, all your tickets across the web, all in one place, rated 1 to 10. Green means good, red means bad, and all your tickets are your buyers guaranteed. And remember, use my promo code SimplyBallDropping at checkout to get $20 off your purchase. And just know, by using my promo code SimplyBallDropping at checkout, you're getting $20 off your purchase. Also know that you'll be supporting the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Well, let's get right off into it. Today's marquee matchup between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever resulted in the Fever getting their second win over Chicago Sky this year in the WNBA. Today's game was action-packed. The Indiana Fever ended up winning 91-83. And in that game, the rookie sensation, Angel Reese, she played 31 minutes. She had 13 rebounds, 5 assists, and 11 points. But to counter that, Caitlin Clark probably had one of her better games in the last 3 or 4 games. She ended up playing 37 minutes. She had 8 rebounds, 9 assists, and 23 points. She almost had a triple-double, and she led the Indiana Fever to a win over the Chicago Sky. Now the Indiana Fever are 5-10 on the season, and that drops the Chicago Sky to 4-9. But in that game, there's a play that everybody is talking about, and Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are going viral for this particular play that happened in the game. Now, late in the game, Indiana Fever's Caitlin Clark was going to the basket, and Angel Reese was trailing her, coming from behind, and she tried to go for the block, but she missed the ball, and she clocked Caitlin Clark upside the head. They reviewed the play. They upgraded it to a flagrant 1 technical foul. Caitlin Clark got the free throws. She made the free throws. But after the game, what Angel Reese stated was that she was going for the ball. It was a basketball play. So let's take a listen to what Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark had to say about the play that was upgraded to a flagrant 1. Take a listen.
Call or
it's a basketball play. I can't control the refs. They affected the game obviously a lot tonight. So can't.
It did look in, but like you were going for the ball.
I mean, I'm always going for the ball, but y'all gonna play that clip for what, 20 times before Monday? So
Cool.
That's facts, though.
So I'm not gonna play it anymore. But
I mean, this clip gonna get out somewhere. I know.
But on my side, you're correct. Yes.
Yeah. You.
Angel Reese, what's going through your mind, and how you just stay within yourself to finish the game?
What's going through my mind is I need to make these 2 free throws. That's all I'm thinking about. It's just a part of basketball. It is what it is. Just trying to make a play on the ball and get the block. But yeah, I mean, it happens.
Now, you heard what Caitlin Clark had to say at the end. She was making a play on the ball. It seems like Caitlin Clark does not have no hard feelings toward Angel Reese on that potential, not a basketball play. But like Angel Reese stated, she's always going for the ball. It wasn't no ill will. It wasn't no intent. But what has happened now that clip has gone viral, and like Angel Reese said, y'all going to play that clip 25 to 30 times, but she was going for the ball. Now, all you Caitlin Clark fans, I know how y'all going to do. Y'all going to say
She intentionally did that. She meant to do it, and she knew what she was doing. And what's disgusting about the whole incident is these Caitlin Clark fans coming out, calling Angel Reese out of her name and calling her some derogatory things and some racist things. Now, that shouldn't be tolerated in the game of basketball, and they have to get that under control. Now, what the media is trying to do, the media is trying to put these two against each other. They are just competitors. They've been competing at a high level since they played the college days and AAU days. Just like Angel Reese stated when they won the national championship, that her and Caitlin Clark, they go to war, they battle, they two competitors. But what's happening is everybody is trying to put Angel Reese against Caitlin Clark and making it seem like it's some ill will and some, bad intentions every time Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark play. Now, we go back to the national championship when Angel Reese put that "can't see me." Everybody made a big deal about that. And you see how that went. That went viral. Now, the first game that they played this year when she boxed her out and knocked her down, everybody thought that was, some intent what Angel Reese was doing, trying to hurt Caitlin Clark. Now, y'all Caitlin Clark fans, I know y'all going to come in the comments and say, hey, that was intentional and stuff like that. Come on, guys, you can't have it both ways. There's other plays around the WNBA that are worse than that. I don't think that Angel Reese was deliberately going for Caitlin Clark's head. She was making a play on the basketball, and just like Caitlin Clark said, that happens. It is what it is. No ill will. But the fact that these Caitlin Clark fans are out here calling, Angel Reese, racist stuff, calling her a thug and things like that stuff got to stop. That stuff, we can't turn this into a racist debate just because, the great white hype of Caitlin Clark has come into the WNBA and everybody's, crowning her as the face of the WNBA and giving her all this stuff. Come on, we got to call a spade a spade. This is basketball. Stop protecting Caitlin Clark. And that's what the media is doing. They're making it a big deal because it was Angel Reese that had to play on Caitlin Clark. And it seems like the temperatures get a little, testy when the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever play. We saw what happened in the first game when Kennedy Carter, took that shot at Caitlin Clark, being competitors. Everybody is competing. These veterans that are in the WNBA outside of Angel Reese, they've been there for a long time and they getting tired of being disrespected. And they like put some respect on our name too. You can't just hand the league over to Caitlin Clark because she came in as the cash cow and she's generating this revenue and getting these charter flights in and out of games and putting fans in seats. Hey, it's a collective group that's doing that. It's not just Caitlin Clark. Like I stated, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever have sold out all their home games, but there's 3 other teams in the WNBA outside of the Indiana Fever that Caitlin Clark don't play on, and their arenas are sold out. So this notion of putting Angel Reese against Caitlin Clark and, putting so much attention on this foul that happened today, and these Caitlin Clark fans that are coming at Angel Reese, calling her outside of her name and calling her a thug and things like that, man, that stuff is not to be tolerated, man. Keep this stuff on the basketball court, just like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are doing. They're keeping it on the basketball court. Outside of basketball, these two are friends. But what the media is doing is trying to put these two against each other, and we got to stop that. We have to stop that. As the media personnel, mainstream media, some of these YouTubers that are in the sports media space, they're doing it too. But I'm here to, debunk all that, man. That's not going to be tolerated, man. When I talk about Caitlin Clark, I give you a fair assessment. And when I talk about Angel Reese, I give you a fair assessment as well. And when I talk about the WNBA as a whole, I give you a fair assessment. Some people might not like my opinions, and that's why I welcome all comments and I respond to all comments. We can agree to disagree, but we're not going to tolerate none of this racist stuff that's coming on certain channels with these Caitlin Clark fans calling Angel Reese out of her name, and vice versa, these fans calling Caitlin Clark out of her name. Come on, guys, let's keep it respectful. This is what we do. We bring y'all the news as it breaks, But for people to come in your comments saying that you're being racist and things like that, we're not going to tolerate that. I mean, there's other channels that you can go look at this content on, but you don't have to go in certain YouTubers, comments and make it a racial thing. Simply ball dropping, we don't play that. We're not playing this racist stuff, man. We call a spade a spade. We bring you the events as they unfold, and we give you a fair assessment. So you guys let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. And remember, on your way out the door, when you put your shoes on, do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.